Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Basically, my name is Ganesh. I'm the CEO of Toshi. Together with me today will be my colleague, Mr. Ali Hanchan, CTO. The topic of today will be introduction towards PBXact. Um, I hope many of you would have heard about the topic today. And the agenda will be about Toshi, a very quick introduction about Toshi. Secondly, we will go straight to the topic of Sangoma, in depth about what is PBXact and what does it require, and to get into the Sangoma official reseller. Part of that, we will go into the Q&A. Now, during this session, if there were to be any questions, please feel free to drop in your questionnaires, and you may even raise your hands to indicate any immediate questions, right? Now, let's go to the next slide. As a short introduction to Toshi, we don't want to take too much of the time. Toshi, as many of you would have known, that we are a distributor of two verticals. One is unified communication, and another one is on digital signage. We have vast varieties of product solutions that can basically really give a good remedy to the business, enterprise business, to the market today. Yeah, comprises of 22 miles, any signage, Intuit Face, Navori. These are the digital signage solutions. And a part of that, we have any node, call route, to if let's say we have anything to do with Microsoft Teams, Udusoft, if we have anything on contact center solutions, Fanwheel, our flagship, Messengenius, and Zyco, Sangoma, and so forth, right? So I'm going to basically hand this over to my colleague, Mr. Ali, so that he can do the needful. But before that, for those of you who have not basically tuned with us on our Telegram, please do so, because we offer a lot of updates on our Telegram channels to the extent of even knowing stock availabilities and so forth. So now back into Mr. Ali. Enjoy the session today, because I'm very, very confident that this is going to be a tremendous eye-opener as to who is Sangoma, what kind of solutions that Sangoma has to offer, and we are truly talking about an enterprise-grade solution. Yeah. So have a clear mindset that we are not talking about any entry level of a platform. This is an enterprise. Talk to us, query us, to see how we can digest this together. Right? Thank you, and have a good day. Mr. Ali, to you.
Right. Thank you, Ganeshan. And yes, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for this session. So yes, before we jump to a topic of PBXact, we just give a brief introduction about Sangoma. Who is Sangoma and what does Sangoma offer? Many of us know Sangoma because of Asterisk as the owner of the most popular open source project in telephony industry that somehow it's revolutionized the telephony solutions, and many products in the market now is based on Asterisk. But Sangoma is a truly one-stop center for any telephony requirements. So the company range of products starts from the endpoints, which are the desk phone, multiple range of choices, the soft phones, applications, voice gateways, converters. So anything that you need to build up enterprise telephony system can be offered by Sangoma. On top of that, Sangoma also acquired multiple companies in recent years, especially in US and Canada, which provide multiple services as SIP trunking, telephony service itself, SD-WAN, and so on, which is most of service now is for US and partially in Europe market. But for us, we know Sangoma as our one-stop center, which is giving us A to Z for any telephony projects. So just a quick overview of some of the well-known customers using Sangoma technology. So they are in variety of market segments. You can see from F&B, hospitality, transportation. So uh, because of the solution is so broad and unique in the unified communication, so there is no limit where you can apply and utilize the Sangoma solutions in the market. So now let's jump to our today topic, which is about PBXact. This is our personal choice also for myself as the UC system. So what is a PBXact is a complete unified communication package that it's based on the open source. Of course, it's the core is asterisk, and also it's, I can say it is a commercial version of free PBX. So if some of our partners are familiar with free PBX, so they can understand that PBXact is very close to PBXact, to the free PBX. However, it has so many advantage and add-on compared to the open source solution, because PBXact comes with a closed source. It's fully secure. The code source is not published anywhere. It's fully commercialized package. It's of course inherited all the good features of free PBX, but it has so many goodie add-on on top of that. So it can provide you the telephony, a simplified call center, collaboration like video call, chat, and so on. So how we can offer PBXact? PBXact is available in two options. It's available as appliance. So we have hardwares that directly manufactured by Sangoma, and you can choose based on the project needs. So the hardware is available from small size of 40, which is mostly we are pushing we see the hot selling model is 75 users all the way up to 2,000 users in one server. And our PBXact also it's TM multi-line SIP certified. So if any project that the customer using TM multi-line service or MLS, you don't need to be worried about connectivity. You can directly plug the TM line to the PBXact appliances. And another option available is as a software, where you can just get the license from Sangoma or basically from us, and then deploy on your own hardware, whether it's a physical server or a virtual machine. So you have the option to have this PBXact as a software, which makes it easy and flexible that you can utilize your own hardware or cloud-based server to offer as a service to your customer. So again, if you need to have connectivity to other telco connection like PRI or single lines, Sangoma as a one-stop center provides either the TDM cards, whether it's digital or analog cards, or the voice gateways, which are available in variety of form and capacities. So you can build up your phone system with the Sangoma solution from one place. So just a quick overview of, again, if you have used any PBX in the market, you know that all the modern telephony system, more or less, they're offering similar functionality. So that same goes to PBXact. It comes with time-based call routing, which you can define operating hours, weekends, holidays, and so on. And based on that, you can route the call to right destination. It has the built-in IVR or auto attendant, which you can build up your call flow with unlimited layer of IVR passing one to another. So you can build up a multi-language receptionist that caller choose the language, then select department, and then you can use the IVR to minimize the human interaction and let the user or caller reach to the right destination. So on Sangoma, we support announcements where you can do announcements before connecting the people to right person. We support multiple routing strategy. Either you can connect to a single person as a destination of call or a ring group. The call can be routed to queue, and while people are waiting, you can have your own music on hold as kind of utilizing the waiting time that either play music or play some announcement about products and features that you are offering. So call recording is built-in, text-to-speech, and built-in voice conference. So for your voice conference, it would be back to your hardware limitation. There is no limit on software that how many people can join to the voice conference. So PBXact comes with a very simplified dashboard. So it's most of the telephony that use in the business small enterprise. They really does not need anything other than these choices. However, if there are many other features in the PBXact which is sit behind the scene on the advanced mode. So as the administrator, user or partner can simply choose to go to advanced mode where the many other good features and functionalities are accessible from the advanced mode interface. Right, so for the user experience, as PBXact offer a seamless and unified communication experience, so we have a user control panel for each of the users, which means any of the users of this telephony system, they will have their own login to a web interface where they can design their own layouts, or optionally the administrator can predefine the widgets. So from this user control panel, user is able to see the contact list that's shared by company phone book. They can have their own contact list. They can check voicemail, send fax, see the received fax. They can define the call forwarding. They can update the presence status, and also it comes with a built-in WebRTC phone, which means if user working from home or from anywhere outside, as far as they have the network connectivity to the office or to the cloud hosted PBX, they don't need to install any application, and from the web browser they are able to make and receive calls. So it's very convenient. So user does not need to install any other application. In terms of administration of and the security wise, so PBXact support secure communication, which is based on TLS and SRTP. It comes with built-in firewall and responsive firewall. It's easy to manage, whitelist your network, add on the port managements. And some of the companies that they want to allow remote users to use the phone system, they might not have the VPN server. So PBXact comes with the VPN server, where you can just do the configuration and from your firewall open certain ports that required for VPN, and remote user directly access with the VPN client direct to the phone system. So it's provide a secure way of connecting remote users to your phone system without hassle of opening multiple ports on firewall. PBXact also offers the storage monitoring, so you will get notification. This is the case most of the time that our user have the call recording enabled, and as far as the concern is, the recording is happening continuously, and of course it will utilize the storage of your server or the PBXact appliance. So this monitoring gives the administrator a heads up once reached to, let's say, 70% of storage or 90%. They will get the email notification where they can either archive or relocate the recordings from server. You can have a dynamic DNS to be managed by PBXact itself if you don't have a fixed public IP. So this is a good choice that you can have the dynamic DNS, although many of routers support this feature, but this is also added on the PBXact. Port management, where you can customize the communication ports to make it even more secure for your telephony network. You can do a backup and restoring the configuration of machine, which is again a good practice. Once you set up the system, you can take a full backup, and if let's say God forbid if anything happen, you get a new machine, you can simply restore the backup. UCP, which is our user control panel, the template can be defined by the administrator, although the user have the full ability to customize their own interface. We can also define the password rules for the UCP to follow certain complexity rules defined by the administrator. And as we support secure connection, HTTPS or TLS or SRTP, Sangoma has certificate management. It comes with the option that you can simply generate the free certificate provided by Let's Encrypt, or optionally, if you have your own certificate from any other issuing parties, you can import and add to the PBX. So in terms of mobility, Sangoma offers smartphone and PC applications, which is available free of charge for PBXact users. It comes with all the tools that you need and expect from a soft phone. So it's especially on the smartphones, it comes with the push notification. You can have a voice and video calls. Your phone book will be synchronized in terms of company phone book or personal phone book. You can have the BLF and C status of other colleagues from the soft phone. So you can see who is available on call, off call. The call transfer and recording is available also on the device itself. So that is the different call recording from what we control from the PBX side. So optionally, user has the chance to record on their own device as well. And also it has the chat, the text messaging between the staff and team members, where they can have secure communication from the device as well. Sangoma also offers video conferencing as part of the solutions of UC for PBXact users. So with that, you need to have a separate application called Sangoma Meet, which is dedicated for video conferencing. So with this Sangoma Meet, again, you can operate as your VC solution, multi-parties joining, screen sharing, document sharing, raise your hand, so changing background and all those features that nowadays we are used to have and expected from video conferencing. So you can get the same things from Sangoma Meet. Right. So beside those general features that we briefly passed through on the PBXact, these are the major features that that is only available on the PBXact as kind of bundle when we have the PBXact machine or license. So these are additional. Let's say if we compare with the open source version, which is free PBX. So these are not available on free PBX. So first module is called CRM Link, which provides integration with Salesforce, Zoho CRM, Sugar CRM, and some others well-known CRM platforms. So what it does that when the integration done properly, and if the phone user make the call from system, it will push the call report and even recording to your CRM platform. So it's keep the record and push to the CRM system, where you can have visibility from your CRM dashboard. Another module that comes with PBXact called Class of Service, and this is closely work with another module, which is extension routing. So in extension routing, what we do is we can limit each user from the phone system has access to which of our outbound telephony networks. So consider that, let's say it's a hotel environment. Maybe you want to limit that the guest user only can reach to certain destination. Let's say they are able only to call to emergency numbers and reception, housekeeping. So with this class of service and extension routing, we can predefine the segments of users in our telephony network and give them the granular access. So how they can utilize the telephony networks. Some of them maybe they are not able to call to international numbers, some only to landline and mobile and so on. So it's a great add-on for managing the user rights. Call recording report is an add-on for PBXact, which offers reporting on the recording. By default, when we have recording, it will be attached to CDR report, call detail report. But with that module, it's easy to find out and then generate the recordings reports from the simplified dashboard. With the Conference Pro, each of the users in the PBXact, they will have their own personal conference room, which they can act as moderator as well. This is the voice conference only. So they can have their own conference extension where they can invite people to join for conversation. Again, there is no limit on number of people from software point of view. Then they can also have easy invitation sent to people, invite for a voice call, conference, and so on. Fax Pro, it's provide the users e-faxing from the user control panel, which is part of the user interface. They can also have the cover sheet designed for the company, and then user can simply choose to include the cover sheet or not. Park Pro, it's again a feature when we can park the calls. So when we have incoming calls, sometimes we need to pass to other colleagues or another department. So the conventional method is to use any of available call transfer, either blind or attended transfer. But call parking is also a great feature where the person who answered the call is able to transfer the call to a parking slot and then reach out to the right person, or maybe he or she need to go to another workstation to access some information, and then they can take back the call from parking. So with Call Park Pro, we can define multiple department or group of parking slots where people can use this to park their calls and then retrieve the call back. Another add-on which is a great tools is Paging Pro. By right, we have paging in PBXact and FreePBX, but what does Paging Pro offer is ability to do a pre-announcement music or chime, like the tone that we hear maybe on the airport. So before announcement, there is a chime that play back, and then we can do the announcement. It also provides the feature that we can do the scheduling of announcements, so that we can use the paging to predefine scheduled announcements. As part of PBXact, we have System Admin Pro, which is provides more tools to administrator to monitor and maintain the phone system in terms of network management, port management, all those VPN, DDNS, and so on is part of this sysadmin Pro package. So the softphone, as we discussed before, is available for PBXact users. The next module we have is voicemail notify. So by right, we have voicemail for all the users, but the usage of voicemail notify is pretty unique. So we had, even in our old company, we had a support contract, let's say, for a customer, which was 24 by 7. So how we can utilize this voicemail notify? Maybe we don't need to have somebody to answer the incoming calls 24 by 7. Instead, we define a destination to a voicemail where the customer, if they have any query or support requirements, they can call to a specific number and leave the voicemail for us. So once the system captures the voicemail, then it will call to a list of predefined numbers. So let's say we have 4 standby support member. So the system will simultaneously call to 4 of them and then play back the voicemail and present them the option to accept the job or reject it, which means they either have to accept or reject the job. So the first person who accepts the job, then the system will stop calling the others. So this is a good choice. Even in, we have seen some usage in budget hotels where they might have limited staff on housekeeping. So they can use this feature to collect the guest requirement and then call to staff. Maybe they are walking around and then play back and let the available staff to take care of the guest. And then the endpoint management, voicemail report also is there where you can generate, monitor, and do a cleanup of the voicemails of the whole system. And we have the endpoint manager, which is available for Sangoma phones free of charge. Of course, there is another add-on, which is support third-party phone provisionings, which is a paid and add-on modules. Right. So on the PBXact also, Sangoma has thought about the making it integration friendly, I would say, because before this there was a REST API where third-party system was able to use the REST API for integration. And I think 2 years ago, GraphQL API has been introduced as a new way that third-party system would be able to interact with the phone system. So with this API, you can add extension, add the trunk, and most of the things we are able to do from the administrator interface, we are able to achieve the same thing through this API. So the document is available on the Sangoma wiki. If any interest that you want to do integration with CRM or any other sort of platforms that you might have. So this GraphQL give us a good tools to do the integration. So that was pretty much about a quick overview on the PBXact built-in features. And there are some add-ons which sold as option, depend on the project requirements. So the first one is call center add-on, which provides multiple additional functionality. So it's not really a high capacity call center. We don't really go for a very large enterprise call center with Sangoma. But if you have any customers that, let's say, they have a call center 50 to 100 seats, and they want a simplified call centers, Sangoma is a good choice. You can have inbound call routing to queue, manage the queues, queue callbacks. With this add-on, you can have the auto dialer as part of the outbound calling. And it comes with mostly required by call centers is the reporting features. So it provides a bunch of reports from abandoned calls, waiting times, and reports around the agent productivity, how much calls the answers, and so on. So it's a good choice if you need basic call centers to consider this add-on. And then some of call center also, they might need the wall board to have real-time status of their call center. So Sangoma also have a queue wallboard add-on, which is a fully web-based additional to what we have on UCP. So this will give insight from the call center in real time. So you can see number of calls waiting and all those live statistics that expected to be monitored by supervisor. Oh, next add-on is called advanced recovery. There are cases that for redundancy and requirement of project, you might need to have high availability. So for this purpose, Sangoma has this additional license called advanced recovery. And with the help of this and having two identical machines in place, the configuration and the system setting is synchronized with the standby server. So this will help us that have a backup system always standby, and in case that the software detect that the primary server for any reason is down, then all the call will be handled by secondary server. So in this module, we also have the option to select the trunks registration and call routing, because let's say you have a trunk that register on the server A or primary. So it's not possible for some telco that at the same time to be registered in another server. So with advanced recovery, we can define that while the standby unit is not active, the trunks to be down and not register at telco. Only activate the registration the moment that system detect the primary server is down. So in order to have the advanced recovery, as I mentioned, we need to have two identical systems. So even if you're using your own server or VM, those two must be identical with the same number of users and licenses. And then you need to have a good network connectivity between these two machines. So it's not necessary that two machines to be on same data center. You can have in different data centers, so geographical redundancy can be achieved. But we require to have a good network connection because there are lots of communication between these two servers to keep the synchronized settings and checking the status of each other. Another add-on that we have on PBXact is call accounting. So it's It's a good add-on for those customers that they want to monitor call charges. So with the help of call accounting, you can simply import the call rates to PBXact and then apply the call rate to user or to your trunk and then generate the report based on the usage. So this is a great add-on for many of customers that they need to have the call accounting. So you don't need to have a separate computer or PC to install the billing software. It will be added to your PBXact server. Sangoma also have a good choices for hospitality market. So as an approach to provide the solution for this industry, Sangoma comes with the property management module or SPM. This is a perfect choice for budget hotels which they might not have any PMS in place. So with the addition of this module to your PBXact, the customer is able to achieve and have a simplified property management solution added to their phone system. So they will get a customized web dashboard where the receptionist is able to manage reservation, check-in, check-out, room transfer, manage the wake-up calls, manage the billing of minibar and restaurant, and then reporting. So this give you also the call charges calculation for the guest while they are in the room. So this is a great choice where the customer does not have the property management in place. It's based on the number of rooms, and this module is kind of subscription basis. So the customer pay the annual subscription to use the property management. But there are other parts of hospitality that they might have the PMS system in place. So Sangoma also have solution for that. For those customers that using any PMS which is compatible with Oracle connector. I think there are plenty of PMS in the market that they are communicating with Oracle connector. So as far as the PMS is supporting this integration through the Oracle connector, Sangoma has another add-on called the Oracle connector module, which we still need to have the Sangoma property management. And then with the help of this add-on, we can push and communicate to the hotel PMS system. So many of things that the reception or the operation of hotel handling through their own PMS will be pushed to the phone system. So these are the communication that is happening from PMS to phone system. So when the guest, check in through the PMS, the information will be pushed to the phone system. As I mentioned, we have class of service. So the guest, once they check into the room, this PBXact will assign the proper class of service where they can call to those destination that has been allowed. The call charges will be captured and all those things from the system. Even if they change the room from the PMS, so the room transfer happen from PMS, and then it will send and push to the PBX as well. Reminders, do not disturb, and all those things that the PMS side pushing, it will be passed to PBXact. We also sending some information from the telephony to PMS, which is, of course, the call charges that captured during the stay of guest. Room status, we can have some feature code that the housekeeping team can simply dial the code from the phone on each room to update the room status. Let's say it's occupied and clean, or vacant and clean or dirty. So with the help of that code, the PMS dashboard will be updated quickly. Same thing goes to minibar update and notification. So these things, if user uh, set the wake up calls, this information also will be pushed to PMS. So again, there are plenty of PMS in the market which they might not support the Oracle connection. So Sangoma also collaborates with another integrator and middleware company called Char PMS. So what this company, which is a European software development company, does is they build up the middleware application. So this PMS has been done, this PMS link is a middleware connection between the Sangoma PBXact and many other PMS in the market. So if anybody interested can go to the PMS Links website and can explore. So there are really a large number of property management system which has been certified and integrated with CHAR system. And then from the other hand can also talk to Sangoma PBXact. So that's really provide a great number of methods for hospitality that we can incorporate our PBXact phone system and then utilize the either current PMS or Sangoma property management system as an option. So that was pretty much an overview and highlights of PBXact. So PBXact, just to recap, it's a fully featured UC platform. So it's provide lots of good features and functionality with very reasonable price. And compared to open source solutions, so it's commercial grade. The upgrade is committed to be tested fully. So if you feel adventurous, maybe you can try the open source, which is free PBX. But on PBXact side, it goes through a more process of quality assurance and checking before the new version is published. And the whole life cycle of this PBXact is secure, commercial, and comes with a small charge of annual maintenance fee. Right. So where we can offer PBXact to the market. So any SME to enterprise business range, it could be a good case to utilize PBXact. So as I said, from 40, 50 users up to 2,000 users on one server, we can handle by PBXact. And we have done many of larger deployment with the cluster of PBX incorporating an SPC. So we can build up a cluster of PBX And then if you have more than 2000, still we can achieve with the PBXact. So as we walk through, hospitality is a great choice for PBXact, provided we have multiple choices for integration and easy to handle the integrations. So having the PBXact as software open up lots of opportunity for our partners that they can offer PBXact as cloud service. So with the advancement of VM and cloud, so nowadays having virtual servers are very cost effective. And you just simply need to have the PBXact license to run a very secure and modern telephony system on the cloud. And lastly, if you know anybody using the free PBX, it could be a good case to recommend them to upgrade to PBXact. So Sangoma provided the tools that we can do the upgrade from free PBX to PBXact with few clicks. So they will get all those features setting that they have intact, and the configuration remain in place while quickly they get all the goodies that comes with PBXact as soon as the upgrade process has been done. Right, so how we can work with Sangoma? I think many of you guys know that we are distributor of Sangoma, and especially on PBXact, we are sole distributor. So as general practice of Toshi business model, we only work with our resellers. And then you have a good discount from us as our official Toshi reseller. However, Sangoma also offers the official reseller program where upon successful boarding, you will have greater margin compared to standard Toshi reseller, because then you will be identified by Sangoma as Sangoma reseller as well. And with that, you will have better discounts. The only requirement is that you need to reach us, apply for the become Sangoma reseller. There is a NFR kit that it's not for resale package. So Sangoma expected that those committed partners to have a minimum setup for their demonstration purposes. And then we have a very quick onboarding process when upon the finish of process, you can start hitting the market and selling the Sangoma solutions. So in case you might have question, what is the NFR kit content? So this is the content of your NFR kit. So it has one of small size PBXact appliances with the call center module add-on included, together with 1 year software update. And you will have 1 unit sample of each Sangoma IP phones. So there are 4 different models, 5 different models, and then 1 USB headset as part of the package. So as you can see, Sangoma is one of those unique vendors that can give you everything, even when it comes to a headset and accessories. So with that, I think we are pretty much done. We are almost right on time. So if there is any questions, I think we can open the board to any
Dali, I
question.
think there is a question.
Yes, please.
Mr. Kevin has raised the question. He has asked mobile app can sync with mobile phone directory.
Uh,
I think he's talking about Sangoma Talk.
so the mobile app can sync with your phone book if you. The question is about the phone book. As part of the application, you have access to your phone book on the smartphone, and also the phone book that is comes from the server is a business phone book.
Kevin, did we answer you, or do you have any other queries? You can jump in and query us again. Mr. Ali,
Yes,
since I think our participants and our dear partners are quite silent, I've got a question.
yes, please.
What is there are so many, maybe this could be going on in a lot of our partners resellers mind. There's so many asterisk based PBXs. Yeah.
Right,
What makes Sangoma different? What makes PBXact different?
right. Um, so I think, yes, I agree that many people asking, and just to highlight, as Sangoma is the technology owner. When the company puts lots of investment and has been generous enough to open up the asterisk for everybody to contribute, to fork the project, take the asterisk, and then customize and build their own solution. So I believe the confidence is that, of course, as technology owner, there should be more and better understanding of what they have developed themselves. And that gives Sangoma always a chance to be ahead of everyone else. So I have
Okay.
seen, I think recently we were working with a Chinese vendor for a customer that they have issue. And I saw the phone system running on Asterisk version 1.8. So the development of Asterisk itself is happening so quick, which is now I think version, most of cases is version 16, 18 or higher. So yeah, I think the main advantage is that always Sangoma is ahead of everyone else in the industry, especially when it comes to Asterisk.
Right. Thank you. Thank you for the clear clarification.
Thank you.
Partners, we would like to take another, I mean, uh, uh, opportunity in addressing this. Because we've been receiving a lot of tender inquiries. Thank you very much to our valued partners. At the same time, there used to have this question as well: why the installation fee becomes so significantly high? We have these questions coming from some of our partners who used to sell NEC PBXs and so forth. We Please bear in mind that as what Mr. Ali mentioned, we are doing Sangoma. We are as equivalent to NEC or even more. Ericsson, Mitel, we are an enterprise player. We don't basically put the pricing on that price tag just because we are an enterprise player. We are very, very open to welcome you to be coming on board as an official Sangoma partner, like what Mr. Ali presented just now. We are very, very open to welcome you so that you can embrace this technology by yourself by being an official Sangoma partner, getting yourself onboarding with Sangoma University, getting your own certification, all right? So that basically gives you the confidence of doing your own installation as well. So yes, Sangoma is complicated. It is not a walk in the park like what we do with other asterisk-based hard-coded platforms. We mean business, we mean security, because it's an enterprise player. So talk to us, as what Mr. Ali suggested just now. The price is extremely affordable for an enterprise player. You have a lot of gaining power to basically win over other asterisk-based platforms on the enterprise market. So we are very, very open. Visit us. We also have got an amazing showroom in our office, which can be used by our partners for any kind of your visiting, bringing your end users. Let us know. Talk to me. Talk to Mr. Ali. We can basically see how we can synergize and to do some serious business together. Do we have any other question?
Just to add on, I think now everybody can free of charge register to Sangoma University, where there are tons of good training videos provided by Sangoma. Then it's a good start point to learn the PBXact, even other products, including hardware like gateway and so on. It's included in the Sangoma University. And also, I just want to do a small correction, Mr. Ganeshan. The PBXact is not complex setup. Maybe the interface is new to partner, but with the simplified dashboard, as far as the partners know the basic concept of IP telephony, I think more or less all the IP PBX have same approach. You need to set up users, trunks, call routing, IVR, and that's it. But then what provide by PBXact is uh, we have great access to the asterisk powers to customize it. Although it's not open source anymore, but so many features is there that enable us to play around and also do a crazy kind of integration. Like we did many projects to integrate with legacy PIBX system, either over PRI or SIP. So at the same time that is powerful, it can be very simple with the simplified dashboard. But then if you are techie, you are really have a good knowledge, you can get use of the advanced user interface where you can get your hand dirty to the codes and all the hidden features that might not necessary for basic users. But yeah, both option is available as basic setup or advanced setup.
PBXோட சீரியல் வந்துட்டு 2254 வந்து எக்ஸ்பைர்ட் ஆச்சு.
Mm.
இதோட வந்து 2020 எடுத்தது தான் இருக்கு.
So,
Right.
gentlemen, ladies, do you have any other questions? If there's none, we would like to thank everyone for the time allocated. Right? You can. Everybody knows how to reach us out. So, if there's anything, please let us know. Yeah. Thank you very
Yes.
much. And
Sure.
there is a
So-
question.
Yeah, I think we will have the recording share in next few days. And meanwhile, yeah, if any questions in terms of products, please come to us, and then we are happy to assist.
Thank you, Mr. Ali, for your time, and thank you very much, dear partners. And have a good
Thank
evening.
you. Have a good evening.